You see, it's two type of people in life.
It's week 4 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Packers and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan.
Two and one teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 10 yards of first down.
Slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's not going to get there. That wouldn't even be close. It was blocked out in the backfield. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They go play action now. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Bird. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Block it, block it.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Jaguars at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Bird. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. A good gain of 14 there, and moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Lawrence. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything went right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wagner. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. After 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I'm ready.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up the 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Yeah.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's taken in by Watson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. 2nd and 5. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack. So at that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock run.
Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. Now ETN to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field.
Anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And taking down just past the 20. Yard line. to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And they'll get this down around the 47-yard line.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation toward defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Wagner. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Here's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. Return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the two-point conversion goal.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Lawrence will try again after the pick-6. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before it's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
From the 16, Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wagner. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
One more time with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit.
Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On second down, it's Jones. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
When they want to talk about the best safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose, run or pass, and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, That's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. It reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 21. A very solid gain of 27.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll go again to Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Off the option, it's Jones.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. An inside give to Jones. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining